So in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about texting and dating. So I recently watched a video from another dating coach who was telling men that the best way to get a girlfriend or a partner is to not text them. So not to text them good morning, not to text them good night. So me being me, I wanted to hear the rest of what this man had to say, mainly because I thought that actually the video was a marketing ploy to get people to watch the video for longer. Obviously it did work, I did watch it for longer, but actually it wasn't a ploy. He was genuinely telling people that they should not be texting people that they are dating, saying good morning and saying good night. His reasoning behind that was that it will make a female lose interest. I think it kind of links to the whole treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen concept. That concept has been around as long as I've been around, and probably as long as my parents have been around, because I actually spoke to my mum about this video and how much it angered me. It's a very old-fashioned view, I would say, just using modern technology and putting it together. But I don't think that view works in today's society. It certainly doesn't work with today's women. Women are wise to game playing and they're not interested in it. Women who are in their 20s might well play along with the game. But if you're listening to this, you are not a man who is trying to attract a 20-year-old woman. You're trying to attract someone in their 30s, someone that is a grown-up who doesn't want to play games. That's what happens as women get older. They're fed up with the games. This isn't just my own words. Obviously, it's my opinion, but there was actually a study done in 2021 that found more frequent texting predicted significantly higher satisfaction in relationships. In fact, several studies have found texting provides assurances, expresses affections, and improves the feelings of satisfaction in relationship. I will link all of these studies in the show notes if you want to have a read yourself, just so that you don't think that I'm making it up. So think back to when you were dating someone new or chatting to somebody new. Maybe it's someone you met on a dating website. Did you get upset if they messaged you? So I'm not talking about ghosting and not being messaged back. I'm talking about when they actually messaged you saying, hey, how's your day been? Or good morning. Did you get upset that they messaged you? Or did you think, oh, that's nice, they're thinking about me? So if you think that, why would a woman not think that? It seems backwards to me that dating coaches would be promoting behaviour that is essentially ignoring the person you're trying to get into a relationship with. Because if you think about what a relationship is, you're not getting off on the right footing if you're already ignoring each other, because the relationship will never last. In a relationship, you always want to communicate with each other. So by doing this whole treat them mean, keep them keen, don't text them good morning, don't text them good night, it will actually lead to them feeling unwanted, and ultimately you probably won't get together. As I said, women don't like games, and the women of today's society are very much, I don't have to put up with unacceptable behaviour. Do I want to be with a man who cannot be bothered? Because that's how a woman thinks. They cannot be bothered to text me. They are obviously not interested in me, else they would have messaged me. It doesn't have to be text, WhatsApp, Snapchat, whatever your messaging facility is. There's obviously a fine line between chatting and being overwhelming. When you're first talking, maybe just say, morning, I've got a really busy day today, but I'll text you later to see how you are. In this way, you're not communicating too much. You accept that you both have your own lives. I know there is a fine line between caring and being overbearing, but it does let that person know that you are thinking about them without being too much. This isn't something they teach you in schools. No one teaches you how many times you're supposed to text a person. You also need to be mindful of some of the things that you say via messaging. Try reading the message out loud before you send it. If it makes you feel uncomfortable reading it out loud, then you probably shouldn't be saying it in a message. This is a really simple way to make sure that you're being appropriate and that you are sending things that are right for you. So, short one today, but lastly, I can positively say my husband texts me good morning and good night every single day for 2 years before we lived together. I'm still with him. He still says it in person to me, and I haven't lost interest. So please don't listen to some of these relationship coaches who tell you about what women want when they, for one, aren't women, so they don't actually know, and two, are talking very old-fashioned nonsense.